Well, it is time for a little hindsight is 2020 on the Viking Mars cruise from Bali down to Sydney. I'm going to have to repeat first of all because not everybody sees all my vids and don't know what I'm talking about. The only reason we are on this particular Viking cruise is because of COVID. We had, I don't remember if there were 2 or 3 Viking cruises canceled. I do remember that one of them was Moscow to St. Petersburg, and we all know how that one turned out. That was a very fast cancellation, but I do not remember the others. And every time Viking canceled, they gave us a credit toward a future cruise. But the kicker for that is you have to book a cruise by a certain time or you lose it. We got up to like almost $9,000 a person in credits beginning at the basic stateroom way back when. And I chose this one. Not because the ports were exciting to me or anything, but as I said, use it or lose it. Now I hope you'll understand what my hindsight is about. The ports are not wonderfully exciting. The Oceania cruise that we took from Bali to Sydney, going around the west coast and the south coast, was a much better cruise as far as the sights went. I would like to suggest that you do something that I keep forgetting to do. Hopefully I'll remember next time. Ask in advance whether or not you have ports that you are going to tender into or dock. It makes a big difference. For example, today I'm going to forego another excursion because it's very rough out there, and I was even talking to one of the staff and they said, yeah, you go in the tender and you get seasick on the way in and seasick on the way back, and she wasn't going to do it and we're not going to do it. So check on that. It makes a big difference in your ports as to whether or not you could just walk on the ship or off. Because if you are tendering, they will offload those who have excursions first, and you have to wait before you can tender to shore. It takes a lot of time and really crimps my style of traveling. The food on Viking was good. There were some really great meals. The rest were, I thought, ordinary. And comparing it to our Hurtigruten cruise in October, Hurtigruten's food was much better. Just one person's opinion. I've talked to people who have been on board for 12, 13 weeks and they go, oh no, the food is wonderful. They never get tired of it. There's always something new. True, there is always something new, but it may not be to your taste. Other than that, Viking is an excellent cruise line. They are very proactive. If you have a complaint, go right to guest services. They act on it immediately. They just need to get some new itineraries. I personally prefer a smaller ship. A smaller ship can get into ports like this in the Whitsunday Islands, whereas a big one cannot. That's about it. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe. From the cruise, we will be in Sydney for one night, and then I'm going to fill you in on the rest of our still over 2 weeks to go before we have to go home to Chicago's very big winter storm that's singing on the city right now, speaking in inches or saying 3 inches one day, 7 inches the next day. I'm just glad that I'm not there to shovel the driveway. Thanks again. I am doing this hindsight in the really stunning winter garden that serves a great afternoon tea, something that I never have the space in my stomach to imbibe.